What's going on, YouTubers? It is your boy, Dalyxman, and in case you haven't noticed, I don't have a microphone in hand. I've gone back to using the old laptop microphone for this video, and it's not because I'm doing something different, it's because I'm too lazy to get the microphone out. I'm just shooting this really quickly. Hopefully this comes out very good, and as usual, Q&A Wednesdays. I'll be answering your questions in under 15 minutes every single Wednesday. If you have a question for me, please send it to my Ask FM page, which is most likely right here on the screen. You can't see it because I like it that way. But yeah, guys, go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well, and like me on Facebook and subscribe and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, let's get to it. We got a lot of good questions this week. First one I might take a while with, but I'll do my best to keep it short. Your thoughts on Randy Orton? I'll say it like this. I've had my history with Randy Orton. You know, if you've been watching me for years, since I've been on here, you will know that in the past, I did not like him at all. My 7 reasons why Randy Orton sucks video is still up. So, that will tell you why I didn't like him. But ultimately, I just felt like, you know, he took advantage of the talent. He didn't really do a very good job of making anybody look good except himself, and only put on good matches when he wanted to, when he was winning. And I felt like for a guy to be considered the top in the company, that was a horrible attitude to have. But the years have gone by, and my opinions, of course, on him have changed. And ultimately, Randy Orton, to me, is indeed one of the best wrestlers we have in WWE. I do believe when he wants to, and he sets his mind to doing it, he can put on one of the best performances we've seen today from any wrestler. I do believe when he sets his mind to it, he can be just as good as a CM Punk, as a Dolph Ziggler, as a Daniel Bryan, as any of the top wrestlers we have in WWE today. But again, when he wants to. And that's all I can really say about it. Do I think he deserves to be an 11-time world champion? Not really. But at the same time, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve to be a main event player. I do believe he's paid his dues and has had enough great moments in WWE to say, yeah, he should be in the main event scene. So, yeah. I think that's as fair as I'm going to give it Randy Orton. What do you think of a Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins in a 6-minute Iron Man match? I think that would be a fantastic match to have. When they were Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black in ROH, they had some of the best matches that company has ever seen. So seeing those two go out there and kill it for 60 minutes will definitely be a clinic worth watching for all wrestling fans. And I would like to see it happen one day. Why not? So yeah, great idea. Your thoughts on The Miz's WWE Championship reign in 2010 to 2011. Isn't that special? I will say this. Part of the reason why The Miz, to me, is a forgivable champion is how he was booked during that reign. All he pretty much did was fight Jerry the King Lawler, have a couple of matches with a few undercard talent. Some of them were good matches. He fought John Morrison, great stuff. He fought Daniel Bryan, great stuff. He fought, you know, people like, who else did he fight besides Jerry the King Lawler? I don't remember a lot of people he fought. But people mostly remember it just for his feud with Jerry the King Lawler and that match against Cena at WrestleMania 27, the only time he main evented and actually won. But people forget about that because it was secondary to Rock and Cena. And then he lost it the very next month in a cage match, which is kind of sad. So, I mean, I guess for the time being, he was the guy to put the belt on in terms of new talent and stuff like that. And I'm not saying it was a terrible run. It just wasn't memorable because of the booking. When the best person you can think of to fight with against The Miz is Jerry the King Lawler, there's a problem. A big problem. Alright, and I don't regret it because that's part of the reason why CM Punk got his promo that year, so What are the best wrestling nicknames ever? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh man, so many. The Brahma Bull, the Texas Rattlesnake, the Viper, man, the Mouth of the South, man, Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, the Immortal and Hulk Hogan. I don't know. I can't really answer this question. Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, dig it. Oh man, so many great names. I don't know if I had to pick top 5. Let's go top 5. The Dead Man, HBK, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the People's Champion, The Rock, although DDP was also the People's Champion, but The Rock is remembered as the People's Champion, so The Rock, and Hitman, Bret the Hitman Hart. I can go on forever about this. I'm just going to keep it to those 5 because I'm biased like that, and I only have 15 minutes. So there you go. I could go on forever, but thank you for that question. Your thoughts on the Trish Stratus and Mickie James rivalry? The last great rivalry we've had, to be quite honest with you, I loved it. I loved the obsessed, psycho Mickie James gimmick, the character. I thought she played that to a freaking T, and it was organic and believable. And they had a really good match at WrestleMania 22 that not a lot of people talk about. But when you watch the show, you remember it though, right? A lot of you do remember that match because you knew it was good, and for other reasons too. But yeah, a really good rivalry. I think honestly, they could have really extended that for a very long time, and of course, it launched Mickie James' career, without question. But yeah, I mean, definitely one of the best female wrestling feuds we've had in WWE history, in my personal opinion. And of course, the best one is this next question. Your thoughts on Lita and Trish rivalry? To me, the top female feud we've had in WWE in the last decade, without question. Female wrestling feuds are constantly compared on a scale of Trish Stratus versus Lita. And of course, that's the top feud. And it's for the best reasons too. You have these two female personalities. Trish Stratus, who is, you know, the Playboy girl, the girl next door, you know, the hot chick, the one that would usually be on the front cover of WWE magazines. And then you have Lita, the down-to-earth chick, the one that's Miss Congeniality, you know, the punk rocker, the different one, who has a personality of her own, and she's unique. And you have these two clashing over whether it's, you know, the wedding stuff with her and the miscarriage of Kane's baby, stuff like that. In 2000, they were fighting over the women's championship. Whatever the case is, you know, I feel like this rivalry, whoever's the face or a heel, is one of those rivalries that will go down in history as one of the best, because it just feels organic and natural for them to actually be rivals. So yes, definitely one of the best female wrestling feuds in WWE history. What is more annoying, CM Punk chants or what chants? I don't know, man. That's kind of a hard question. They're both kind of annoying. I will go with the CM Punk chants because what chants, when it's needed and at the right moment, can be funny and fun to do. Because I was there at Raw this past Monday, and we did both what chants and CM Punk chants. I didn't join in on the CM Punk chants because when AJ Lee and Paige were out there, you know, doing their segment, I didn't think about CM Punk. I thought about AJ Lee, and when the CM Punk chants came up, I thought about CM Punk, and it took me out of the segment. It hurt the segment. The what chants don't hurt the segment so much. They still keep you involved with the segment. They can get annoying, but they at least don't take you out of the segment. The CM Punk chants take you out of the segment, and you start thinking about CM Punk. So I will say from that perspective, CM Punk chants are worse than what chants, to answer your question. Do you watch Under the Dome? No, I have no idea what that is. Sorry, bro. Your thoughts on John Cena and the John Laurinaitis match at Over the Limit in 2012? I hate it for the very reason that it main evented over CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. That match between Bryan and Punk should have been the last match on the pay-per-view, and it was the best match on the card. It's one of the best matches they've had during their rivalry in 2012. So I don't get what was the logic of putting John Laurinaitis and John Cena over him. And it's one of the very reasons why I've grown to not like the John Cena character, because he gets special treatment over everybody because he's John Cena, and I hate that. That's not cool and that's not fair. So yeah, I hate that match. It was terrible. Very bad match. What the hell? Another Big Show heel turn that led to yet another Big Show and John Cena feud, where John Cena picked up the Big Show. Oh my god, he can pick up the Big Show. Nobody cares. No one cares. Best and worst match of CM Punk's 434-day title run. Best match might be that Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk match at Over the Limit. If it's not Chris Jericho versus Punk at WrestleMania, or the Chris Jericho versus Punk match at Extreme Rules. I don't know. One of those three. I'm going to go with Punk and Jericho at Extreme Rules for the best match. The worst match has to be his match against Ryback. Hell in the Cell. Ryback was not ready for that World Championship. He wasn't. Oh my god, that was a bad idea. I don't know why they pushed him that soon to the championship. Their TLC match the very next year was really good, but the freaking Hell in a Cell match was garbage. Dumb stuff. Okay, what is your favorite feud of all time? For me, for this guy, apparently, it was Austin and Bret Hart and Austin and Rock. I might have to say it was Austin and Rock. I've had so many feuds, dude. I can't really name a top one, but as of right now, I think Austin and Rock will go down in history as my favorite, because I was alive to experience that entire feud when it got off the ground in 1998 to their very last match in 2003. Yeah, that was when WrestleMania 19 happened. Yeah, okay. That was the last match they had, so to me, that was definitely the best feud that WWE, or at least one of them, that they've experienced or had. So yeah, that's my favorite, Austin and Rock. Let's do two more. Let me see here. What is the worst movie you've ever watched? Man, I've seen so many terrible movies, I can't name one. I'll tell you the recent one that I thought was terrible. After Earth! The stuff with Will Smith and Jaden Smith, and I cannot believe how bad that movie was. But I should have known, as soon as I saw M. Night Shyamalan as the director, I should have known that movie was going to tank. But I sat through it because my girlfriend was there with me, and I couldn't just leave her there. And good God, I hate that movie so much. If you can have a bad movie with Will Smith and Jaden Smith, you know you should not be making movies anymore. Please, M. Night Shyamalan, don't make any more movies. No more. So yeah, right now the worst movie I've seen lately is After Earth, for sure. What are your thoughts on The Click? I don't really have a lot of thoughts. I mean, I know Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Triple H, and X-Pac, Sean Waltman were involved with it. But quite frankly, okay, I mean, they were Hellraisers back in the day. Alright, sorry. I wasn't around to experience The Click, so I can't really comment on it. I came in after The Click days, like right at the tail end, especially right at the tail end of Shawn Michaels' first run, so I can't comment on that too much. But, I mean, I guess they were bad. Sorry. Okay, final question. Your thoughts on the Austin and Taker WWF Championship match at SummerSlam 1998. Wait. I think I remember that match. No, I don't. I gotta go back and watch it. I don't think I can question that. But they've had really good matches before. I'll do this one as the last question. What if the WWE buys TNA's entire video library? I guess it'll be a reason to buy the WWE Network. No? Nobody? Okay. Whatever the case. But yeah, guys, that's going to conclude this week's Q&A. And as always, send me your questions. I apologize to those who I didn't get a chance to answer your questions, but maybe next week. Send them to me, and as always, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. And this is your boy, Dalyxman, signing off. Peace out.